Chapter 12, Night Out. The night of the gala is finally here and your mind is racing from what to wear to thoughts of Phoenix and his admission. He really wants us to be a real couple. I'd pinch myself if I wasn't so sure this is real life. You sort of wish Phoenix could have picked you up, but optics are still important, so you're going separately. Instead, this is so fun. I feel like a kid going to prom. Let me guess, you were a prom king, weren't you? You say that like it's a bad thing? Declan and Amelia are hanging out in your apartment, waiting for you to get ready so you can head out. You smile at them. It's not a bad thing, Deck. It's just that if you looked up prom king in the dictionary, they'd find your picture. But if it's any consolation, I think it's cute how excited you are. She kisses his cheek lightly, and he flushes, clearing his throat. I can't be the only one excited. Ridley, are you looking forward to tonight? Honestly, I can't wait. I've been thinking about tonight all week. I can't wait to dance and network and eat and smooze. Oh, geez, I'm terrified about the smoozing part. I get nervous around new people. Oh, you'll be fine, babe. I'll be there to run smooth interference for you. It's gonna be a night to remember, that's for sure. The only trouble is, you glance to the piles of formal clothes that are strewn about the room. I still have no clue what to wear. Something simple, low-key, something flashy, fancy. Definitely flashy and fancy. If this isn't the occasion for it, I don't know what is. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree. Tonight you should feel empowered. Clothes can go a long way on that front. Besides, I know just what you want to catch the chief's eye tonight. You roll your eyes, but you feel heat rise to your cheeks at Declan's insinuation. Ignoring Declan, Amelia circles your room and examines your piles of clothes. Suddenly her face lights up. Oh my gosh, Ridley, this is a clear winner. She gingerly picks up a gorgeous dress and holds it out, letting the fabric cascade over her hands. Where were you hiding that, Ridley? It's a clear winner. You run your fingers over the fabric, conjuring up images of you in the outfit and Phoenix, seeing you in it. Honestly, I wasn't sure if it was too attention-catching, but it's hard to disagree with both of you. Listen, I know there's a lot of you ladies who are watching. I have a question. Do any of you have a dress like this in your wardrobe? You know, especially if you're just some normal person who's a pro-B firefighter. Anyway, here's also the normal choice. Looks fine, too. Just saying. Like, I didn't know this was Hunger Games. You slip in your elegant dress and model it for Amelia and Declan. What do you think? Does it work? Does it work, Ridley? You look incredible. The chief won't be able to take his hands off you. Eyes. I mean eyes. Sure you did. For what it's worth, though, I appreciate your advice. When did Declan and her know that they were into each other? I'm just curious. Honestly, it's nice to be able to give you advice on something other than life-saving techniques. Even if the stakes are just as high. I mean, the chief. Okay, Mr. Charming, that's enough chief talk. We don't want to stress her out. You two are making a lot of assumptions about the chief's feelings. Amelia and Declan exchange bewildered looks. Ridley, it's not exactly a secret that he adores you. Yeah, I mean, we understand keeping a workplace romance secret. No, you understand that, Amelia. I personally love to show off my work wife. He kisses her cheek and she bats him away, flustered. It's different for Ridley and the chief, though. Especially because Phoenix has some issues. I don't want to get into it because it's really no one's business but his, but let's just say there's a reason Chief Phoenix doesn't let people in easily. Honestly, I figured this job is nothing if not a mine for drama. I don't know if this helps, but it seems Phoenix trusts you, at least, Ridley. If I were to go through something terrible, you're the person I'd want to talk to about it. Amelia squeezes your shoulder lightly and Declan pats you on the back. Smile. I'm glad you feel that way, but you have Declan too. You can both lean on each other. Meanwhile, between the chief and me... You sigh, unsure how to start with this complex relationship has been. Declan hummed thoughtfully. I know it's not ideal, but him being your boss and all, I really think you two could be something great. The power dynamic is a lot to sort out, but if anything, I think you have power over the chief. How exactly do you figure that? You're a woman. Also, he has feelings for you, but you're also a woman. I don't think women realize how much power they have over guys, I don't. He's terrified of losing you. That much has been obvious ever since the metro fire. I think if we really could read the chief's mind, we'd see how much of a priority you are. But no pressure, right? If I'm being honest, I worry about losing him too. I worry about losing all of you. The two of you are really great friends. I never dreamed I'd become so close with my squad mates, but I'm glad I did. We could say the same thing about you, Ridley. Oh, look at us. We came here to pregame, and instead we have a feels fest. I feel that's pretty much to be expected of us at this point. You all share smiles, but a sudden beep from your phone snaps you back to attention. It's go time. We don't want to be late. Not when the whole city is waiting. When you arrive at City Hall, you quickly find Phoenix waiting for you in the lobby. Ah, Ridley, I'm glad you could make it. The hidden warmth in his words, reserved only for you, makes you tingle from head to toe. The Chief, it's nice to see you. You smile warmly at each other for a long moment. Amelia pulls Declan's sleeve. I'm sure the Commissioner would like to see us, Deck. Right? You two kids have fun, okay? Chief Phoenix raises his eyebrows at Declan, who goes pale as Amelia leads him off. Kids. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he was saying. Phoenix laughs quietly. He looks from left to right, making sure no one is watching you. Ridley, you look incredible. As always, I would love to see what you're wearing. With all the effort I put into choosing this outfit, I hope I look a little better than always. His gaze smolders as he looks you up and down. He leans close to whisper, You're just as sexy covered in soot as you are draped in silk. Careful, Chief. I just got dressed and you're making me want to strip down again. With all these people watching, you're kinkier than I thought. You have no idea. But for now, I'll settle for undressing you with my eyes. Since you know, we're surrounded by people. And our relationship is technically still forbidden. You know, when you use the word like forbidden, it only makes it more irresistible to me. Trust me, it's very intentional on my end. You're both laughing when he takes your arm and escorts you into the gala. Again, we don't get to see what he's wearing. Did they even try? The City Hall banquet room has been transformed into an elegant atmosphere. Whoa, this place looks amazing. It's City Hall. The city officials and first responders walk around in formal wear, sipping cocktails and chatting each other up. I'll be honest, this is exactly what I was picturing. City bigwigs shaking hands, making deals. Unfortunately, I pictured it the exact same way. You notice for the first time how nervous Phoenix looks, straightening his vest and smoothing his hair. Just relax. Think of all the productive conversations we can have tonight. Ah, you're funny. Usually when there are conversations about the fire department, we're talking budget cuts. But I'm not going to be a downer tonight. I'm here for the most beautiful woman in the room. And that makes me happier than all these so-called VIPs. I promise you're gonna be just fine. And if anyone here tries to bring the mood down, I'll charm them into submission. Budget cuts are nothing in the face of my irresistible charisma. If it were anyone else talking, I'd be skeptical, but you, with your charm, I think you could change the entire city budget. As you waltz into the middle of the room, you notice a few familiar faces. Commissioner Campbell, Mayor, and even Dr. Ramsey are in attendance. Hey! I'll follow your lead, Riley. Let's rip off the band-aid and talk to someone. Well, of course you know who I'm going to talk to. Myself! You find a familiar face in Dr. Ramsey, who's lingering at the edge of excitement, observing. Well, well, if it isn't my favorite reckless hose slinger and uptight fire chief. Who are you calling hose slinger, scalpel jockey? Dr. Ramsey raises his eyebrow, amused, and gives your outfit a once-over. If you weren't so sharply dressed, I'd ask who the hell you think you are talking to me like that. Just another way in which fashion has saved my ass. Dr. Ramsay chuckles and takes a sip of his whiskey. Phoenix eyes him shrewdly. I'll take it you like these events about as much as I do, Ramsay. Personally, I'd rank them between a root canal and a visit to the DMV. I'd go a little further down. It's kind of like having food poisoning and wisdom teeth extraction, but you weren't put to sleep and they didn't give you enough numbing agent. That's how I feel about these events. At least you have a squad to back you up. I'm representing my entire staff tonight. I don't envy you. It must be a lot of pressure. He considers his next words very carefully. I fought hard to become a chief. It was what was best for my career and for my hospital, but rubbing elbows with bureaucrats makes you wonder why you didn't stick to medicine. He chuckles and raises his glass lightly. You and I are tragically very alike. Yeah, you're both too gruff for your own good. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate how dedicated you both are, but would it kill you to relax for once instead of being so snarky about everything? Yes, it would kill us to react or relax. It certainly wouldn't kill me, but it would hurt a lot. You roll your eyes and Phoenix laughs. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Ridley is right. We can't afford to loosen up a little, Ramsay. Don't you start talking sense now. You're supposed to make me look good in comparison. You huff out a laugh. Phoenix and Dr. Ramsay even smile over their drinks. So, Chief Ramsay. For tonight, just tonight. Mind you, you can call me Ethan. Ethan, then. How are you planning to spend the rest of the evening? The professional response, sucking up to the sycophants who control my budget, but... He glances from side to side, making sure no one is eavesdropping. There's a pool room in the belly of City Hall. I'm itching for a game. That is if either of you have the guts to play against me. You and Phoenix exchange conspiratorial grins. Well, we'll consider it. Please do. I'll be bored to tears without a real challenge tonight. And with the final tip of his glass, he leaves you and Phoenix to your own devices. Next up is the mayor. Or the commissioner. At least the commissioner's halfway decent. Let's go with the mayor. Better get the painful thing out of the way. The mayor is drinking alone at the bar when you and Phoenix join him. He beams at you. Ridley, Phoenix, come to drink with me. As you draw a level with him, the mayor sputters, giving you one outfit a once-over. Ridley, you're absolutely radiant tonight. I commend you for representing your squad so well. Even if I am curious as to why such a junior firefighter is attending this event. Bro, like it matters. Typically, only seasoned firefighters are invited to this gala. You feel flushed all of a sudden, like maybe you shouldn't be here at all. Because that's his opinion, but... I brought Ridley as my guest, Mayor. I thought she deserved to experience Boston's finest. Though, the more time we spend together, the more I think she's the finest this city has to offer. You can't help but smile at Phoenix's earnest praise. The mayor raises his eyebrows and smiles. If that's the case, then surely Ridley can pitch me on what makes her an admirable Bostonian. Way to put me on the spot, Mayor, but I won't be intimidated. My finest quality is... my humility, my courage, my humility. Phoenix snorts into his glass. The mayor doesn't seem to pick up on your sarcasm. It was a humility, or sarcasm, but okay. Of course, we want our public officials to be humble. The real triumph that the city is. People, obviously. Bostonians are the reason we do all that we do, right, Mayor? The mayor deflates slightly, taking a deep drink. You feel warmer under Phoenix's defense. Well, of course, I couldn't have said it better myself. That's why you have speechwriters, because most politicians are puppets. Continue. That's gratifying to hear. You know, Mayor, I'm glad we've forged such a strong bond with the city. It'll make getting through this merger all more gratifying, don't you think? Mayor glances from left to right, seemingly cornered, then forces a smile. As long as we're all working in service of the great historic city, then we're all friends. I couldn't agree more, Mayor. With an awkward smile, the mayor excuses himself. You and Phoenix exchange amused glances and then move on. I'll accept what they did with the humility thing, but, you know. You find the commissioner sipping a drink, looking thoughtful, but her face lights up when she sees you. Oh, Ridley, Phoenix, how lovely to see you both. Glad you could make it tonight. Especially you, Ridley. You really dressed to impress, didn't you? I'm gonna save it for the end. You know me, I'm always desperate to make an impression. Desperate isn't a word I'd use to describe you. You have an impression without even trying. If the commissioner sees the fondness in Phoenix's gaze, she doesn't note it. She just smiles. You seem to really value your newest recruit, Phoenix. I'm glad you're getting along so well. Phoenix looks flustered, but saves face quickly, forcing a smile. Well, I have you to thank for bringing us together. Ridley is really special. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Technically, I said it to the commissioner. You can't help laugh. The commissioner looks between you and Phoenix, her smile widening. First Amelia and Declan, now you two. Engine 57 is bonding better than I ever dreamed. So about that workplace relationship policy, you want to change that? Okay, maybe the commissioner makes senses more about me and Phoenix than I thought. Better redirect. I'm glad you mentioned Declan and Amelia. They're so perfect together. When I first joined 57, I never dreamed it'd have a power couple to root for. I'd hope you're not just telling me what I want to hear as a mom. No way. Declan and Amelia, they're meant to be. It's almost scary how in sync they are. I'm really glad to hear that, Ridley, for more reasons than you know. Elaborate. Declan is a pain in the ass and my pride and joy. I want him to be happy more than anything. I get the sense he was kind of a playboy before he met Amelia. Honestly, I never thought he'd settle down with a nice girl. That's why I'm so grateful. The commissioner puts a hand on your shoulder, and then the chief's. But I can't help but think it was your influences that knocked some sense into him. You and Phoenix exchange smiles, and then give the commissioner a reassuring grin. We may have given him the push he needed, Commissioner, but he was already a great man. And a great firefighter. You should be really proud. The commissioner's eyes shine. She looks away before her emotions can get the better of herself. Goodness, you're going to make me blubber in the middle of City Hall. And if I don't leave you alone right now, my professional dignity could be at risk. She hustles off to join the party. You and Phoenix scan the crowd for your next target. You drift on from your previous conversation and bump right into Amelia and Declan again. Hey, you two having fun? More like a breakdown. There are so many prominent figures here. Well, first responders need all the chances they can get to make a good first impression on those who make the budgets. What do I say to these people when one social fox pass could lead to disaster? Declan puts one hand on each of Amelia's shoulders and looks her deep in the eyes. Hey, eyes on me. There's nothing you could possibly do wrong tonight. Existing with these social parasites. How can you be so sure? Because you're the most brilliant, most charming person I know. Failure isn't in your vocabulary. Declan shoots an imploring glance at you and the chief. Back me up, would you? I think you just need to relax. You're every bit as smart and charming as he says you are. Forget all these city bigwigs. Just focus on being yourself tonight. That'll really make an impression. Amelia takes a deep, shaky breath and eyes the chief. You merely nod, awkwardly, in agreement. Maybe you're right. I'm being silly, worrying over every little interaction. I wouldn't say you're being silly. Just don't overthink it, okay? Seemingly placated, Amelia takes Declan's hand and gives it a squeeze. Dec, and I must have made 3 laps around the gala by now. We're running out of things to do. I feel you. The chief and I just exhausted our conversations. I heard someone say exhausted. Is Phoenix already boring you to tears over here? Dr. Ramsey coolly glides over to join you, and Chief Phoenix scoffs good-naturedly. I was just to call him Ethan. I haven't bored them to tears yet, but I'm sure you have plenty of strategies for making that happen, Doctor. From one chief to another, I'll thank you not to undersell my achievements, Phoenix. The two of them stare each other down for a long moment, but you can't help noticing the smiles playing on both of their features. Doctor, Ethan, something tells me you're just as stir-crazy as we are. And then some, the pool table still awaits if you're bold enough to challenge me to a game. Oh, now that sounds like entertainment. Respectfully, Chief Ramsey, if you're aiming for Engine 57, you'd better not miss. So I hear. I just wonder if your chief is up for the challenge. And we're still not allowed to see what Chief Phoenix is wearing. Oh. That's the spirit deck. Amelia, you guys in? I'm not much of a pool player, but I won't miss you guys taking the dock down a notch. Yeah, watching sounds like fun. I haven't played pool in ages, and would just bring you guys down. Looks like it's me and you, Phoenix. Let's go. You head to the games room, and Dr. Ramsey selects a table. Glad to see you decided to take me up on my challenge. I'm not one to run away from one. I figured that about you. I'll warn you, though, I'm very good at shooting pool, and never go easy on anyone. Doc, it's been a while, but I remember us having some pretty good even games. True, but unless you're playing regularly Saints, and you may not have had a chance. What about you, Ridley? How's your game? Okay, I feel like this is where you could, like, BS him and then pull out the A game because he's not expecting it. But then it's Ethan, so I don't know how to feel about this one. I played for fun in bars. I was pretty good there, but not sure how I'll fare on a table without rips in the felt or isn't completely lopsided. You pick a stick off the wall and chalk it up, ready to play. Alright, this should be interesting then. Why don't you guys break first? Happy to, but you might not get a chance to shoot, Doc. As Phoenix chalks up his stick, Declan and Amelia become your cheering section. Come on, Chief and Ridley, show this chump who Engine 57 is. Yeah, do it for our house. I'm just curious where Liang and everyone else is. Phoenix lines up over the table. He smashes a break that scatters the balls, sinking 2. Nice start, Chief. Phoenix makes a couple more shots and misses one, but leaves Dr. Ramsey without an easy shot. You didn't leave me much, Chief. Dr. Ramsey circles the table, studying it before bending over the table and sinking a long bank shot. He smiles and proceeds to knock in a few more balls. Wow, he wasn't kidding. The guy can play. Eventually, he does miss, though, and it becomes your turn. You scan the table and notice that your best shot is the 14 in the side pocket. Show him how it's done, Ridley. There should be hardly any balls left. 14 side pocket, I believe. You line up your shot and drain the 14 in the side pocket. Yes, great shot, Ridley. You follow up that shot by sinking the remaining balls on the table, winning the first game for you and Phoenix. Doesn't this seem unfair? It's 2v1. I'm glad I'm sitting out. All 3 of you would make mincemeat of me. The 3 of you go back and forth with Dr. Ramsey winning a few games, as well as you and Phoenix. Phoenix keeps track of every game on a hanging blackboard. Meanwhile, Phoenix and Dr. Ramsey haven't stopped talking trash since the game's begun. You may have a decent shot, Doc, but you, can take longer than my grandmother to line it up. Your things take patience, Chief. Something I'm sure you know nothing about, judging by your reputation, anyway. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I think he's got a 3rd-degree burn from that one. Ouch. This is starting to get a little personal. You have noticed, though, that Phoenix talks trash talks Dr. Ramsey. It does throw him off his game a bit. Maybe I should try trash talking him too, or at least say something distracting when he's about to shoot. As Dr. Ramsey lines up at a relatively easy shot, you decided to take a chance. Hey, Ethan. Why you gotta do this to my boy? It was a good burn, though. God damn. I think we need to call 911 on that one. I hope you're more accurate on the operating table. You're right, you're really good at this game. One of my wounds from the fire is still excreting pus. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. You know what? Actually, that would distract me. I thought maybe you could take a look at it. Phoenix, Declan, and Amelia share a disgusted look. Even Dr. Ramsey seems distracted as he misses an easy shot. Time and place, Ridley. Come to the hospital for a check, otherwise please don't distract me with talks of open wounds. Good job, Ridley. You may have grossed out everyone in the room, but it made Mr. Impeccable miss a shot. The game continues to go back and forth, and soon you're tied and playing the deciding game. And with only a single ball left on the table, the shot is yours. Okay, Ridley, time to concentrate and win this for 57. Exhaling a deep breath, you line up your shot and sink it. You and Phoenix exchange high fives while a dejected Dr. Ramsey offers us congratulations. Good game, you two. Ridley, you're quite the player. I hope you'll give me a rematch down the road. Want to check my pus now? Anytime you want another butt kicking, just let Chief and I know. That was a heck of a game, you guys. You could play circles around me. Yeah, we know, Declan. You've been saying that all night. I never thought pool could be so exciting to watch, but somehow you all made it so thrilling. Hey, I'm just happy I could break up the monotony of a government shindig. Believe me, you're not the only one who's happy about that. Hear, hear, the brown-nosing in the gala was beginning to be a bit much. Dr. Ramsey gives Phoenix a thoughtful look. Phoenix looks a little unnerved, scowling. What, something on my face, Ramsey? Not at all, you're just different from the Phoenix I remember. You're more relaxed. It's a good thing. By the way, you had a hell of a stick up your ass before. Phoenix turns to you with a sincere smile. You can thank my probie mentee for that, dog. Chief, you should take some credit yourself. You really put in the work to become a leader that your squad can open up to. She's right, Chief. We've all seen it. You're definitely more approachable than when I first joined 57. You hear that, Doc? Praise coming from my subordinates. Color me impressed, Phoenix. Declan and Amelia help Dr. Ramsey clean up the game room. You pull Phoenix aside to have a private word with him. It's kind of fun, isn't it, playing pool, hanging with friends? It's almost like something a real couple would do. Trust me, the thought crossed my mind. You briefly take his hand and run a thumb over his knuckles, and let him go. I'm enjoying these little pockets of normalcy. Me too. More than you know. I haven't forgotten the promise I made to you, Ridley. I will find a way for us to be together. No restrictions, no red tape. Just us. Chief. Don't stress over it. We're here now. We're having a great time. Just ride the wave, okay? I'm not really a ride the wave kind of man, but I'll do my best. You hold his gaze for a long moment, then glance away when you hear the others coming to join you. We better get back to the gala. Those big shots aren't going to charm themselves. Grab us some more drinks. And I'm going to the ladies' room. As Phoenix heads off to the bar and Amelia to the restroom, Declan sidles up next to you. Hey, Ridley, can I ask you a question? He nearly whispers it and doesn't really seem sure of himself. Wonder what's up with Declan. I've never seen him like this. Of course, Deck, what is it? I know Amelia and I have only been dating a little while, but I think she might be the one. Oh my god, this is so cute. Stay calm, Ridley. Declan is coming to you for help. I want to take the next step and ask her to move in with me. I was hoping to ask her at the end of the night. And since you're here for her as her work bestie, I thought you might have some advice on how exactly I should do that. Looked around to make sure no one else heard, and the gazes at you sincerely. First of all, Dak, this is great news, and I'm honored you'd ask me. As for my advice, just go with your gut. You're a confident guy. Amelia knows how great a cat you are. Be honest and speak from your heart. You probably know Amelia better than anyone at the station. Do you think that she'll say yes? That I can't tell you, but I think she'll feel really happy you asked. Declan sits with your advice for a long moment, mulling it over before a smile slowly forms on his lips. Thank you, Ridley. You really took great advice. Advice? Advice about what? No, nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna go see if Amelia is out of the restroom. So we can track down my mom. Declan nervously speeds off, and Phoenix shoots you a confused look as he hands you a drink. What did I miss? Just helping Deck with some relationship advice. It's nice to be needed. I bet they do make a cute couple. Watches Declan offers his arm to Amelia as she exits the ladies' room, and you let out a wistful sigh. I hate to admit it, but I'm jealous that they can be a couple in public. It'd be so cool if we could just say, hey, we're a couple, everyone. Deal with it. Well, we can say that, just not to anyone we know or work in the fire department. Phoenix smiles, and you have a laugh at his gallows humor. You've got all the solutions, apparently. Trust me, I'm always working on solutions to our little problem. So, you're still thinking of ways for us to be together. His gaze burns hotter at your words, and you shiver as he leans in to murmur in your ear. I haven't been able to think about anything else. I dream of being able to show you off. Well then, if we're at an out in the public couple tonight, what would you do? What would you show me off to the whole gala? Dance with me where everyone can see? You tease him, expecting him to mull your question over, but his immediate response makes you flush. If I could, I would take you somewhere I could have you all to myself. We've already done the showing you off part. What I really want is to make you lose yourself in me. You shiver, imagining all the things you could do if you had a moment to yourselves. I can't help feeling like this is a genuine offer and not a far-off dream. Took all damn night and 32 minutes of the story, but we finally know what he looks like in his getup. But no. It's too risky. If anyone in this room saw us, it could be the end of both of our careers. I hate to say it, but you're right. But back to my game. If we were an out couple, what would you want to do here tonight? He sips his drink as he considers. I would love to have a dance with you in the center of the dance floor, then kiss you in front of everyone at the end of the song. Oh, Phoenix, that's really sweet. But it's still a distant second to making love to you on that balcony. See, I called it. They were going bounce chicken wheel wheel. You hit Phoenix playfully on the arm. Stop talking about that. It's too tempting. Alright then, what would you do if we could do anything here tonight as a couple? I'd want to share a slow dance. Like you said, it would be wonderful to be whisked around on the dance floor in front of everyone. Just think about the show we could give them. And I'm an excellent dancer, I'll have you know. Someday, I'm gonna find out for myself. Coyly, he slips his hand under the teeth of the table and takes yours in his, rubbing it softly with his thumb. Ridley, that smell, Phoenix. I think it's... Damn it. It's the arsonist accelerant. We have to get everyone out of here. But before you can so much as utter a word... Boom! An explosion from the basement rattles the building. You and Phoenix, however, are in your element and you jump into crisis mode. Game on. Game face on, Ridley. Let's get to work. We need to find the source of the fire, stop the fire from spreading, evacuate the building. Evacuate. Exactly. Look for exits that look the safest, start herding people towards them. You and Phoenix start directing everyone towards the exits while trying not to breathe in the smoke. Soon you bump into a distraught Amelia. Have either of you seen Declan? No, not since he went to meet you at the restroom. He went to go talk to his mom, but now I can't find either of them. They're not in the ballroom, and I don't think they made it outside. We'll help you look, but we don't have much time. We'll need to split up. I'll take the gaming room and lounge. Amelia, check the lobby. Ridley, there's a hallway that leads to offices. I'm on it. The three of you split off in different directions, and soon you'll find yourself in a collapsed hallway, covered in debris. Declan, Commissioner. You yell their names, but get no response, and you notice smoke rapidly flooding into the hallway. I need to check through all of this fast before I can't breathe. Start sifting through the debris. Your heart drops when you see a leg trapped under a fallen beam. You dig as quickly as you can to get to it and find... Commissioner. You yell to her. She's unconscious. You confirm she's still breathing, then look for a way to help her. That's when you notice... Oh no. Nearby the Commissioner, Declan, lies trapped beneath a bookcase, also unconscious. I'm gonna need help getting them both out of here. Help! Chief! Amelia! You yell for help, but can't be heard over the crackle of the fire. The smoke is filling in the hall now, and a horrible realization dawns on you. I don't have time to save both of them. I need to choose between Commissioner Campbell and Declan. Oh, you're gonna make us sit here for a whole week and make us sit about this choice, aren't you? Okay. Alright. First and foremost, without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description. Plenty of things to check out there, ways to support, and it'd be greatly appreciated if you did. And then also, there is the Join and Thanks feature. Today marks the anniversary of our channel. When I first made it. Holy moly, it's been a long time. So please check out the community tab on the channel. There is an announcement there. But aside from that, thank you all for being here. It really does mean a lot to me. Each and every one of you that reaches the end of the videos, let alone watching us, all 9 yards. You mean the world to me. Okay, I try and be positive, and I try and make jokes, and I try and make this channel something that, you know, you can leave everything behind and just have some fun and just enjoyment and entertainment and everything. And so you guys are literally and figuratively what keeps me going, what keeps me making this content. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Aside from that, so let me know in the comments section below who you will choose. I won't make you wait a week because I'm not Pixelberry. I will save Declan. The reason for this is typically a parent does not want to be at a child's funeral. Let's be honest. If any of you have ever suffered that feeling, you know that feeling all too well, and you never want to feel it. And also, if you have never felt it, no, it's something that, let's be honest, you never want to feel it, right? I'm the type of person who literally figured would take a bullet for a stranger. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, my body, because of doing things for other people and whatnot, is riddled with its own scars and its own pain. Because I refuse to let other people go through things, especially through all the things that I went through, has taught me that lesson, right? And I'm happy that there's a lot of people out there who are alive to this day because of my interventions and being their support and their support systems, but also just being there for them and just everything. And then also the fact that, you know, I took it versus them, right? So, yeah, no, Declan means a lot to Amelia. And then also, I don't think the Commissioner would be too happy. And then, again, she's also a parent, so, yeah. You know, you gotta think of the future, right? So that's my choice, Declan. Right? It sucks if we have to make that choice, and hopefully it's just a gimmick. Hopefully it's just a fake out or whatnot, but if it is a choice, I'm glad I'll make that choice. I'll make that choice. You know, it's too bad you can't say both, but I'll gladly make that choice. Aside from that, yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all, hopefully, in the next video. Peace out.